Thursday, October 1st. Welcome to CGN News. Guyana's Minister of Natural Resources on Wednesday signed the Payara offshore development license with ExxonMobil, effectively catapulting Guyana's petroleum sector into a higher gear. The license represents the single largest investment in the history of Guyana. The investment is billed at $9 billion and with the amount of oil estimated to be in the Payara development area, Guyana should benefit from 7.4 trillion Guyanese dollars in government revenue. The minister told the Department of Public Information that production is set to start in 2024. The San Diego Loyals, one of the teams in the United Soccer League, USL, in the United States, are alleging that Jamaican international Junior Flemings made homophobic remarks towards one of their players. The incident allegedly happened during a USL game between the Loyals and Flemings club Phoenix Rising on Wednesday night. The Loyals walked off the field in protest at around halftime after alleging that Flemings used a Jamaican homophobic slur towards Colin Martin, an openly gay Loyals midfielder. The Loyals forfeited the game in spite of their 3-1 lead. Flemings denied the allegations after the game and tweeted that he was disappointed by San Diego's actions, as he has been mauled and ridiculed online with no opportunity to defend himself. The league says it is investigating the incident. A debit card backed by remittances that recently became popular in Cuba has landed on the United States government's restricted list. Cubans can use it to buy home appliances, food, and replacement parts. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said in a statement Monday that Cuba's military controls American international services and uses other entities to charge fees and manipulate the remittance and foreign currency market. The profits earned from these operations, he said, benefit the Cuban military, furthering repression of the Cuban people and funding Cuba's meddling in Venezuela. The move comes as U.S. President Donald Trump woos the Cuban-American vote in Florida as elections loom. Jamaica's Ministry of Education says there will be no extension in the number of school days for this Christmas term, which was pushed back to October 5, 2020. Dr. Kassan Troop, Acting Chief Education Officer, says the focus will be to work out all the issues related to the new methods of teaching and implementing diagnostic tests. Dr. Troop was responding to questions raised during the RJR Gleaner virtual town hall meeting. The issue raised was that students have lost out several weeks of lessons in September and whether an extension of the number of days in the term would be necessary. Overseas now, Brazilian state prosecutors in Rio de Janeiro this week brought charges against the president's son, Flavio Bolsonaro, for alleged embezzlement, laundering, and running a criminal organization. Domestic newspaper O Globo reported that the indictments ratchet up pressure in a long-running probe into the son of right-wing leader Jair Bolsonaro. The younger Bolsonaro, 39, is under investigation for orchestrating a kickback scheme while he was serving in the Rio de Janeiro state legislature. Flavio Bolsonaro did not immediately respond to a Reuters request for comment sent to his cabinet office. The Rio prosecutor's office, however, said in a statement that no charges had yet been filed against Flavio. The United Nations World Health Organization, the WHO, has sent a stern warning to members of the agency's Ebola response team in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The agency issued the statement in response to allegations made during a months-long investigation by the New Humanitarian and the Thomson Reuters Foundation news organizations. The report charges that men who identified themselves as being with WHO had been accused of sexual abuse. 51 women alleged that they had been sexually exploited or abused by mostly foreign men identifying themselves as aid workers. The WHO said they were outraged by the reports. American Airlines will begin furloughing 19,000 employees today, Thursday, after lawmakers and the White House failed to agree on a broad pandemic relief package. CEO Doug Parker said Wednesday night that if Washington comes up with a deal for $25 billion in airline aid over the next few days, American will reverse the furloughs and recall the employees. The move by American represents the first involuntary jobs cut across the industry in coming days. United Airlines has indicated it could furlough nearly 12,000 workers. Airline employees and executives made 11th-hour appeals this week to Congress and the Trump administration to avert furloughs when a federal prohibition on layoffs expires Thursday. Amazon has vowed to remove hugely distasteful coronavirus Halloween masks from its UK website. The latex masks, some of which are being sold at up to £30, resemble an illustration of the SARS-CoV 2019 virus, but with haunting eyes and a mouthful of jagged teeth. They are being listed on the online marketplace by a number of sellers based in China and are said to be suitable for adults and teenagers. One seller wrote in the product description that the mask will leave an amazing and lasting impression. It comes after the worldwide death toll for the virus this week reached 1 million. A 41-year-old man has failed to force his wealthy parents to continue financially supporting him. A solicitor with mental health disabilities, the man said his parents nurtured his dependency on them but reduced support as his relationship with them deteriorated. His lawyers said the judge had powers to order parents to provide support, but the judge ruled he had no case. According to the BBC, Sir James Mumby said in a ruling that the claim, as far as he knew, was unprecedented. Neither of the parties was named, but the judge said the man lived in London and his parents in Dubai. A world-renowned female powerlifter has received an apology from a Russian airline after they refused to let her aboard a flight without proving she was a woman. Anna Tereva, 42, has told of the horror she faced when she was subjected to intimate questions in front of other passengers on a scheduled flight. The sportswoman has a string of records and medals representing her country. She said she was initially barred from flying with a Russian airline from St. Petersburg to her home city via Moscow because security staff believed her to be a man. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.